escalator you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
God, you're an asshole. Items you love and members only braces.
This one gets a bit goofy.
What? Why'd you come here today? Oh, hi. Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. No. You came here to become perfect. I don't want to be perfect. Oh, this workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. What's that, Ginger? I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person's a better human being than I am. Nope. Right now, who do you think about that in your own life? Who do you know is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgust with yourself? Compared to whom you feel clueless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfect is within your grasp. The question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It's so easy.
About halfway through the game, perspective shifts.
Ah, hello. I can't say 2 or 3. I can only say.
And you play
the way
as
to work.
the teacher.
I told an elderly person to start
Suddenly, you
contributing
discover
to
that your
society.
teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh. I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put that one. Being alone must be awful. Okay, if you're torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. No! It's not the one I wanted to press! Seek out the only thing, what is easiest, simplest path forward. 2. There we go. What? Ginger, I could tell you the answer to that question, but that's, you gotta let me know if you actually want the answer. There's no truth, there's no path. Do what is easiest, do the simple, feel what is true. Nothing. No one.
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Interesting.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
The table's back. Doesn't look like it has a glass top. Let's go this way. Jesus. That made me jump. Performance. Performance? I'm not doing anything. This new playing is me. We are gathering professionals first to start out leaning against this wall. Cool. Good. Stay right there. I went across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It is your dream to photograph animals professionally. Here's your chance to learn something from her to gain something to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello. Hello. That's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Here are all of my hopes and dreams. No, no, no. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us, so give you some props to work with. Cones of bombs, when you touch them, it presents people nearby. Talk to her again. No! No, I'm too busy. How about you learn to lean into the path? What are the sacrifices you've had to make? You're messing it all up again. You freak out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. I'm having too much fun. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Took away all my fun. Oops. Okay, yes, this is working. This is what it was like.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
5 months. Jeez. Okay. So it went from just one to play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. I'm not closing my eyes, I got chat to read. What's going on? Can we do anything? What's going on? Why'd I go blind? I can't see. I don't know yet. Please, someone talk to me. Guys? What?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Please don't let this be forever. No! Oh, you're not blind? That guy, I gotta talk to this guy. You're not blind. Fine! Something that is honest. If that's the truth. Can't keep making these. I don't feel
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Oops. Where am I? Oh, hi. Hello, is anyone there? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. Tree? What's wrong? You look lost. I try to create. I feel empty. That was the right answer. Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? There's a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. 2. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. I need to see it to know why it stopped.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Call for help. Come along, I'll show it to you.
Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Let's press the switch here. Shit got real deep.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Okay, making games is simple. Why did I feel so awful when I said that? Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. Do that. Yes, that's wonderful.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Just hearing the cries of help, or like just everything. The sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. No. Always pays off eventually. Oh, to get out, all you have to do is be sincere.
I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop. But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
The machine. So he made the machine. The machine that he was talking about. Glad to see you, our savior. Capture the moments waiting for you. Ma'am! How you doing, girl? I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Oh, hi! Nope, no questions, please. Hello, machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
Stopped. You stopped feeding us. People out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? It was only because of your creation that any of us could make it through the day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to this job? Number one. Here's what needs to happen. You need to go out and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. This one. Apologize for leaving me. Tell me he didn't, like, leave his wife. No, nothing? Think carefully, I know how to hurt you. I've seen the thing you fear. No, nothing? Alright then, I apologize to the people on your behalf. I don't want to. Like hide or something? My friends. It falls on me to deliver the bad news. The machine will not apologize to you. The machine refuses to admit that he deliberately hurt us. This is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We'll find a way to live without it. We do not need its game. It's important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me will destroy the machine. Follow me will destroy everything the machine has created. Oh my god. Yeah, no kidding, Ginger. Because destroying everything the machine has created would mean that we don't value the machine. But I'm trying to think here based on the previous one. Now, I don't think it really matters, but destroy the machine. I'll make sure you're known forever.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work? So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Oh, hello. Put down your weapon. No. No.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
But was Coda happy?
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Look it up on Steam if you want.
Look.
It's on Steam.